The steel door slams behind you at 4:47 a.m. Cell Block D, Unit 12, Texas. The concrete is cold under your bare feet. A fluorescent light buzzes above, flickering every few seconds. You count the cracks in the ceiling because counting is the only thing left that's yours. 6 by 9 feet. A steel bunk. A stainless toilet with no lid. This is where you've lived for 11 years and where you'll die. You wake the same way every morning. Not to an alarm, but to keys. Guards moving cell to cell for the count. You sit up before they reach your door, because if you don't, they bang the bars, and a write-up means no yard time. No yard time means 23 hours a day staring at 4 walls. You've got a date now, 14 months out. You do the math without meaning to. 426 days. You've started counting hours instead because hours feel longer, and longer is the only thing you want. Breakfast comes through the slot at 5:30. Powdered eggs, a biscuit, milk already souring. You eat slow. Not to savor it, there's nothing to savor. But because eating slow uses up time, and time is the only currency you have left. At 9 a.m., your lawyer sits behind reinforced glass, phone in hand. The appeal was denied. Third time. One option left. Clemency. But she says it in the tone people use right before telling you something won't work. You nod. You don't cry. You stopped crying in year 4. Now you just go quiet. And quiet is worse because it means your body has accepted something your mind hasn't. Yard time is the only hour you fight for. Today a guard cancels it. Lockdown. Blood drawn 2 pods over. Anger rises fast in your chest. You slam your palm against the door. The guard's hand moves to his radio. You catch yourself. You've seen what happens to men who don't. Restraints, a bare cell, days with no daylight at all. You sit back down and breathe until your hand stops throbbing. 3 months pass in the space of 1 paragraph, because that's how time works in here. Long and empty until it isn't. The governor denies clemency. Your lawyer's voice cracks before yours does. The date gets set. 41 days. You write letters. To your mother, whose heart isn't strong enough anymore for the 11-hour drive. To your daughter, 7 when you went in, 18 now, a stranger with your last name. You don't know what to write. You write it anyway. You tell her you're sorry. You don't specify for what. The list is too long and the paper too short. 10 days left. They move you closer to the execution chamber. At night, you hear the generator humming through the wall, low and constant, like the building is counting down with you. The night before, they ask for your last meal. You ask for something your mother used to cook. Chicken fried steak with white gravy, the way she made it on Sundays when you still believed things would turn out fine. What they bring is close but not right. You eat it anyway because refusing feels like giving them one more thing. At 5:58 p.m., they walk you down the hall. 5 guards, though you haven't fought in years. There's nowhere for the fight to go. The room is small, painted hospital white, a curtained window on the far wall. They strap you to the gurney, tightened until you can't shift an inch. A man in scrubs finds a vein and doesn't look at your face. Nobody looks at your face except the chaplain by your head, and even he keeps his eyes half closed. The curtain opens at 6:01. Your daughter isn't there. You asked her not to come, and she listened. Your mother's chair sits empty too. The victim's family fills the front row. You look for something in their eyes. You don't find forgiveness. You didn't expect to. The warden asks for last words. Your throat is dry. You say 2 sentences and don't remember them clearly even as you say them because your mind has already started leaving before the rest of you does. The first drug hits at 6:04. Warmth spreads up your arm, then heaviness pulling through your chest. You try to keep your eyes open. You don't want the room to be the last thing you see. It is. At 6:11 p.m., the doctor checks your pulse, leans into a microphone, and says the word that ends it. The curtain closes. The gurney rolls out through a different door than the one you came in. Down the hall, a guard is already stripping the sheets off your old cell. By morning, another man stands in that same 6 by 9 space, counting the same cracks in the same ceiling, starting the same countdown you just finished. The block doesn't stop. It never stops. It just changes which name is on the door.